It's time to go. It's time to go. It's really time to go. It's time to go. Let's go. Let's get it. 5:35 on the come up. Big match against from Taiwan. As usual, I have not lowered the volume. Eventually. I'm not even sure what's going on. There's some ringing. Ooh, this guy hit me with the bird. I didn't even notice that. Okay, I'll play d5. I could hit him with the copycat. I have no idea what that ringing is. Please forgive me if you can hear that. I think it's my computer. We'll figure out a way to edit it out. Alright, so this guy has the classic bird. Has this guy been watching my channel? This guy's playing the classic bird. Alright, I'll play e6 and bishop e7. If you don't know what to do against the bird, a good method is d4. d4, you guys know I'm a huge bird proponent. But the idea is that if you play d4, it's very hard for them to deal with. In the end, d4 is not like a cure-all. The bird is still a very good weapon, but d4 is the best chance. Alright, d4. That should not be good, because now this bishop is just misplaced here. The stone wall does not agree with the bishop being on b2 like this. I'll start by taking. I'm going to implant the knight on e4. Yeah, knight comes to e4. Bishop is going to come to b4 with a check. Everything looks good. Yeah, this looks fantastic. Yeah, this apartment is so strange. The ringing stopped. I have no idea what that was. Okay, nice. We got a check. We got a fork, people. Hitting the bishop and the king. This is another reason why you do not push the d-pawn in the bird. Don't do it. I get enough emails from concerned parents around the United States telling me that their sons are playing the bird and pushing their d-pawn. I have gotten enough emails. Please, don't do it. Don't be a casualty. Don't be a statistic. This is all coming from the fact that the d-pawn has been pushed. Alright, let me take. Slicing through here on f1. Yeah, just up a full piece. I don't even know what I'm thinking about. I find myself deep in thought in this position, but of course I'm just up a piece. There's really little to discuss when you're up a piece. Alright, I could definitely... Bishop b4 would be nice. Play bishop b4. Attack these two. Try to drill the queen into d4. a4. a4 is an aggressive move. a4, very aggressive move. Just move the queen around. Attacking this, attacking the bishop on c3. Again, I'm hoping to trade, and yeah, there's just this big gap in the structure here. You see that he's never going to be able to achieve c3 in a normal fashion. So I should be able to win d4 in due time. If he plays bishop b2, I can insist with the bishop c3 incision into the position. What a decision. Alright, yeah, we're going to take on d4. Everything is looking good. Yeah, 5:35. Getting up there. Our Arsenal man, his name is Claude, by the way. Our Arsenal man is going to be very happy about this. Good guy, Claude. Claude from Taiwan. Taiwan's flag is very interesting. It looks very influenced by the United States flag. Very close. All right, I mean, we're just waiting here. You guys can blame me. Feel free to blame me for the conversation I'm making, but I'm just trying to speak. There's really nothing to talk about here. I'm up a piece. I'm about to win d4. Not much else to mention. Kudos to this guy for playing the bird, though, against the Birdmaster. He didn't even know he was playing the Birdmaster. I'll take here. I'm hitting c2. If he castles queenside, queen c3 is a quick checkmate. Okay, he's going there. Yeah, there is that ringing. What is that ringing? I'm gonna need to tinker with the audio. I think there's a cricket inside my apartment. Let me know in the comments if you know any ways to deal with Brazilian pests, especially when a cricket when a cricket gets into your apartment. Queen c2 is going to be checkmate. He has to play king b1. He has to play king b1, and I'm not sure if I have mate. I don't think I do, but it's still not going to be fun for him. And the cricket stopped. Yeah, it's time to go here. I mean, I'm threatening several things. I'm threatening mate. I'm also... That's a good move. That's a very good move. The queen stops the mate. But it only stops it for a short time. I'm going to play f5, disconnecting the queen from c2. It is really time to go. I'm going to lift my rook up and over if I have to. We got to get this game done. I got to get on to the next one. It's time to go. It's really time to go. It's time to go. Yeah, for those wondering, there was one there is one loss on this account because I was busy monologuing about the From Gambit and somehow my internet connection disconnected at the same time, and I got forfeited. And it was a very sad day. All right, I need to open up files. I need to open up files on this king. So, how can I open up files on that king? I could play knight b3. Knight b3 should work, but is there anything better? Is there something better? Let me start with a check. I got a really sneaky idea up my sleeve. I want to play b5, but I'm just waiting for the perfect placement of my queen. I mean, I have several checkmating ideas, but my king is a bit weak here. This isn't so cut and dried as one would think. I'll play b5 here. The difference now is that if he plays rook c1, I can take the knight with a check. It's important to not allow rook c1, rook c7, when then all of a sudden my king might get mated. Is that dog? There's the stray dog that's just been... The stray dog, man. The stray dog. The lovely dog. I petted him a few times and now it just breaks into my garden. It breaks into my garden and it scratches at the door. It's going to be scratching at the door in a second. I'm sure it can hear my voice. It already messed up one recording today. Brazilian dogs are very friendly, but they cannot take a hint. I told him it's time to go and he didn't understand. Okay, we're taking another piece. Should I throw in a check first? Yeah, let's throw in the check first. I don't want his rook to be able to block. He goes king b2, and then I'm going to take. King goes to a1. It really is time to go. Yeah, there's the dog. Oh my god, this dog. Doggo, you gotta go. This dog is lovely, but I've had to give it some tough love lately because it breaks into my garden. It's able to sort of contort its body through my fence into my garden, and through my garden it gets to my door. I'm not joking with y'all. Okay, there's one stray cat that I fed a few times There's also a stray dog I fed a few times, and now the stray dog just does not leave me alone. Really nice dog, but it needs to learn some boundaries. Great dog. One of the best dogs. Okay, we got the checkmate. 543. Getting up there. This dog, man. Yeah, it's sad, but like you have to be mean to the stray dog. Like you don't want to. I hate being mean to the stray dog, but I have to figure out a way to stop it from trespassing on my property day and night. I mean, maybe it's just really hungry, but I don't think so. Like its body is well proportioned. He's hungry, but I don't think he's famished. All right, we're just taking everything. Some a weird Dutch. I really hope this dog gets the hint, because literally, like, I've had to lead it out from my garden 3 times. It contorts its way through my fence. I open the fence to let it out. I close my door to my house, and it just literally waltzes right back in. I have things to do. Oh, this guy is sneaky. Was I hanging that? Don't tell me I was hanging my queen. That's wild. I was hanging my queen. I was hanging my queen, people. My queen was hanged. Okay. I really want to break through, but this is technically a big issue. I can't believe I hung that. I have to get my king out of the way. Yeah, let me know in the comments. Is there any way to deal with a stray dog that has sort of just chosen that you'll be its owner? Let me know. I'm not trying to be too mean to the dog. I do like the dog. But literally, I'm leaving this place in like 2 days. It's not the time to begin treating a dog like its owner. All right, knight c6. Okay, this looks perfect. Bishop takes. We're taking. We're attacking the rook. Also threatening a check. Yeah. Sorry, my mind isn't fully there. I'm really hoping that the dog gets out of my garden. You can't be having random Brazilian dogs in your garden. It's not good for business. Alright. So this is a bit sneaky. There's a pin here. I'm going to throw in a check. King moves over, and bishop c3 should be enough. Bishop c3 should be enough to seal the deal. I could also just take the rook. Yeah, honestly, I should just take the rook. What am I doing? Just take the rook and be happy. Take the rook, bring another rook to d8 to pin. The game really should be over. And as our good Arsenal friend would say, it's time to go. It's really time to go. Yeah, I've been living in this Brazilian village for like 2 months. It's really, I'm looking forward to getting out of it because it's winter now, so it's quite lonely. It's just a very desolate place at the moment. I had been here like 1.5 years ago in summer, and it was a completely different atmosphere. But yeah, alas, it's winter, very different, and yeah, I'm going to be moving to Joinville in a few days, and that's going to be very exciting. Joinville is a huge, burgeoning city, full of people, full of events. It's going to be nice to be social again. Like at the moment, I have, I think, like 2 friends in town. They're just different workers at these burger establishments that I go to. All right, f4. We're up to 551. Let's get into it. Let's go. f4, knight f3. We got the classic bird. We're going to play e3. What? We're taking the pawn. That's a free pawn. Knight d7. Okay, we'll castle. One of the things I really like about winning this pawn here is that now the bishop can sit on a4, just like a sniper, perched on a ledge. And like a sniper or a hawk, but something that's peering out, something that's really surveying the area. Because that bishop is surveying. I'm going to play b3. Play knight c3, maybe bishop b2. This is so uncomfortable for him. Look at this. e6, I play bishop b2. I'm scoping out this pawn. How is he going to develop the bishop? It just doesn't look possible. Play bishop b2 here. All right, that's strange. I mean, he moved. I'm a bit perplexed. I'm a little perplexed by his moves, honestly. If he wanted to put the bishop on a6, why didn't he just go there immediately? I'm going to play knight e5 and attack this bishop. He takes. He's happy to take, but he is losing. He's losing the whole house. He's losing the bananas and the mango. I'm going to check and pick up the queen. He is in a lot of trouble. We're checking. We're picking up the queen. It's time to go. All right, so at the moment, what am I up? I'm just up a rook to, I'm up a queen to a rook. We're gonna keep it moving though. When you have a queen against like a rook, try to use your queen as quickly as possible because normally their pieces, if their pieces can't get stabilized, you should just be winning on the spot. And that's what's happening here. I got too many checks way too soon. I'm gonna start picking up the whole bounty here. I'll take a bishop. I'm probably gonna win something more. Like I said, we're gonna win something more. Okay, perfect. Fantastic, 558. Let's go. Is that the Catalonian flag? That's cool, yeah. I can't, when you play in Barcelona, you pretty much will never forget that flag because people have that flag hanging out there outside of their houses. It's a very impressionable flag. You will get used to it very quickly. And a lot of people choose that flag rather than the Spain flag when they play in their tournaments. Yeah, I think technically Catalan is its own FIDE federation. So it's a little bit different. All right, I don't know why did she just give me the piece? What was that about? That's bonkers. You see a lot of wild stuff on the speedrun. I'll tell you that. All right. What should I do now? Should we play knight b4 and hit this pawn? I'm wondering how to develop here. I want to first just create some type of inroads. The problem with knight b4 is they play d3, and I'm not really getting anything. It's better to play e4. This prepares bishop g4. It digs the knight out of f3. I might also be able to play b6 and bishop a6 when I have a better chance at crunching on the d3 square. All right. Here, I could play d4. d4 is very interesting. Let's go for it because if pawn takes, I take with the knight. I hit the queen. I hit the pawn. And I also cover this check by the queen. This is glorious. Okay, and we got the check. We got the check, people. It's time to go. Take the queen. Be happy. All right, this is a really devilish move. Devilish or devious? What's the word? I was hoping she would take. Because if she takes, then I play queen d1. She played bishop d2 and just resigned. Yeah, I'm going to take here. Nice, we got another one. 566. 566. We're going up. We're getting up there. How many wins is it at? It must be at like 30 wins or something. No, 30 is an understatement. It must be at like 45 or 50 at this point because I've been going up only like 10 points a game, and I started at 100. I've got the classic f4, e4 setup. Yeah, if they play kingside fianchetto like this, you can either go for f4, c4 or f4, e4. Pretty much one way or another, though, if they do not throw a pawn into the center, you should be happy to take on the full center. Just take it all. Knight d7. I sort of want to do this classic trick. Bishop c4 is throwing in a very classic trick of bishop f7, but objectively it's not correct, though, so we're not going to go for it. We'll just play knight c3 here. If they play knight f6, I'll play e5. And I'll be a very happy camper. I'll be booting that knight out of f6. c5. c5 is interesting. So normally when they get this type of structure here with this bishop fianchetto like this, that's a sign that they're structuring their entire game around that bishop. And in such situations, you should want to exchange the bishops. So we're going to play bishop e3. We're planning on taking and trading the bishops. All right, I don't see what that move does. I guess he's playing b5, but that's just going to be a very slow... It's going to be a very slow plan. I'm going to throw my bishop to c4. Bishop f7 is becoming a real idea here. Bishop f7, this tactical idea works. Okay, he blocked it. Very impressively, he blocked it. The tactical idea is based on the premise that the bishop is not covering e6. We're going to take on f7, their king takes, and then play knight g5 and knight e6. So he plays e6. That's what he's up to. He should know, though, that the bird is fantastic at slaying this hippo setup of pawns on e6, g6, and d6. You throw an f5. You throw f5 into the woodworks. You're like that guy in the back of the train that, I don't know why I made that gesture. You're shoveling the coal into the steam engine. It's time to go. This is just throwing fire into the train so that the train zooms faster. Here, okay, I could take here with a nice position. I could take here and here. I really like that. That looks completely bananas. I'm not even sure that this is better technically, but this just looks lovely. Okay, he did not call me on my bluff. He should have taken here. If he took, I would take. I would play knight g5. I would castle, and I think white would be better, but I don't know. I'm not certain. But in this case, we're just getting a free pawn. The bishop is installed on a fantastic square. Bishop is lasering these two squares that the king would like to castle to. The king, therefore, is going to be completely secluded in the middle of the board, and yeah, the game should be over quite soon. All right, knight b6. Trading off the bishop. Trading off the bishop, quite a good idea. I want to make sure that something gets installed there, though, so we'll play knight g5. A knight will come to take its place. Yeah, this is about to get really wild. He plays that. So I have a few ideas here. I could play bishop f7. Bishop f7 would come with very interesting play. Knight f7 would come with very interesting play. Is taking on c8 better? If we take on c8, they take with the queen and they guard this e6 square. Where is the win here? All right, I'm going to throw in a check. I have a very nice idea. If they play king f8, I'm going to play knight e6, and my bishop is just going to return. I haven't won any more material, but the flip side is that their king is now completely stranded in the middle of the board. All right, let's check. Takes. I'm going to castle with check. And the position is looking glorious. I'm going to have to cut the recording soon. I need to make sure that that dog left my garden. Just a pro tip for everyone watching who might be coming to Brazil. Make sure your garden has dog-proof fences. All right. What to do here? I'll play d5. Just cement the bishop in place. Yeah, this is very uncomfortable. The plan is to play e5 next. Oh, this guy's playing a lot of good moves. This is one of the most coherent games we've seen yet. He's playing a lot of very decent moves. My whole idea, I'm really hoping he takes this pawn. I'm hoping that when he takes the pawn, because then I can play e5, just sacrifice another pawn to clear the golden square for my golden knight on c3. If my knight can get to e4, the game is just completely over. Yeah, you can see my shirt. My shirt is literally covered in dog hair because I was picking the dog up and leading it out, but it wouldn't go. So I had to pick it up in a gentle and kind manner. Of course, I wasn't abusing the dog, but I had to pick the dog up and just place it outside of my garden, and it kept on coming into the garden. Really nice dog. unbelievably nice dog, but like it's just getting tiresome. How many times do I have to take this dog out of my garden for it to come right back in? It knows how to get into the garden. It doesn't know how to leave the garden. All right, I sacked the exchange there. I thought I had something here. I really do think, I think I do. But what do I have? Can I play e5? Let me play b3. Yeah, I made a very questionable sacrifice just then. I could have taken on g8. I could have taken on g8 and had a completely winning position back here. Yeah, takes on g8, takes on f6, that should be over. He plays knight b6, his knight should have gone to e5. Knight on e5 would have been way better. Here we're finally going to break through. e5, this completely collapses the structure. My bishop can pick up c5. So I'll start by picking up some pawns. My knight is going to glide into the e4 square. Alright, he has given me a piece. Okay. Time to pick up the queen. Let's play rook f7. If queen takes, we get the queen this way. If king g8, I'll just play rook e7 and get the queen the other way. Alright, perfect. Check. Gonna take the queen. That should be the end of the game. So what did we end this on? I guess this would be 574. Nice, so another 40 points. We're on to day number 11. This is the last video I'm planning to record here in this little Brazilian village, so you're going to notice that there's quite a big change of environment in the next videos. So with that being said, thank you all for watching. I'll see you... Well, wait, what am I talking about? The game is not finished. Sorry, I have too many different things going on in my head. Excuse me, everyone. Okay, I'll just play queen g4, hit the rook, hit the pawn. It's time to go. Check. Where's the mate here? He's gonna go king f8. We have check. We're picking up a lot of pieces, but is there a mate? There must be a mate after queen takes. There's just way too much material here. Alright, so one position I could aim for, I want to get my queen to g6. He plays king f8 and then bishop c5. That would be one mate. Another mate is king h7. We have queen f7. King h5. Nice. Perfect. Alright, so 574. We'll end it here. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you for tomorrow's video. Take care, everybody.